A golden chalice, a grass-colored stone.
The fucking cave troll ran into a fucking rock and died. What do you mean pick locks? Why would we need that? Oh my god. No, Sutter, no. Bad. What the fuck, man? Ooh. Boost of the mysterious nomad. Mentalist spells. Good thing I'm not a mentalist. Cause mages suck. And there's no open proof of that. That they're good. Cause mages are absolute garbage. Hmm.
Hey, you there! Yes, you! Well, I found something. Something really, really awesome. But I need help. From how about it? I show you what I mean, and you promise to help also. I knew you'd say yes. Come, follow me. Look, I found this yesterday when I was searching for shells. Awesome, isn't it? Yes, and you know what? If you shake it, you can hear a rattling, as if there are coins in it. All we need to do is break it open. Then we can split the loot. And I could give Dad... So what do you think? I've already tried to open it, but it just... Sure.
That works.
There are. Oh, come on. What is that? There aren't any pennies, only these weird nails and a piece of paper. Here, take a look for yourself.
Where did it go though? Old note?
So, does it say anything? A poem? A blessing in distress? That. Hmm. Maybe the writer is talking about the shrine. The one behind our house.
What? Bleak tree in the west. Where's that? I have no idea. Boy?
Oh my, this is getting really confusing. Maybe we should just take a look around. What do
Alex,
you
do you know where it is?
We were right about the shrine, so maybe the next one is also hidden somewhere near here. How are we right here?
Wait, hold on. To the west behind the bleak tree. Wait, what did it say? The west. It's around here somewhere. Beginning of the currents. It's like around the. Hmm. Alex, can you do me a favor and Google it? Secrets from the can. Second, I think. I did the shrine, so I just need to find where the fuck the rest of the stuff is. So to find where the bleak tree is. In the west. What do you mean opposite end of the shrine? I know there's a text behind the shrine, but the quest after that. What bridge? This bridge?
Greeting! And honestly, if even a keeper of the Holy Order could fall victim to this red madness, or whatever they call it now, then Malthus have mercy on us.
Look up over the cliff. That one? You mean that tree? Yeah, but the fuck was that? So, hold on. Let me just climb up to it. Hey Jay. Wait, there's some stairs here. Hey, it's up here then. Oh. Is this it? Let me see. Cold diet. Health and stamina. Hey. How you doing, Jay? I think I found it. Let's read the note to Finder. Before we turn the quest in. Nah. I don't want to deal with you right now, wolves. Fuck off. Hello.
Huh, you're a traveler. Well, I might. Don't. Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now, excuse me. I have to go.
It's all about remembering in the moment. Let's see if I have any points. I think I should have any. Is this the assassin? Yeah. Eagle Eye Fire Eye. Oh no, Japanese. Traditional Japanese or simplified? Because if you're reading traditional, you're fucked. Hello! I'm in your house now. Boy, wake up!
What? Really? That's awesome! How much was it? I get one half, you get the other. Oh, wow. This is so much. Man, you're a good person, and Mommy always says there are too few.
She looks hella depressed.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
I'm like waking everyone up. I mean, they're basically the fucking same, aren't they? That one doesn't have trackers. I need to talk to his friend. Who the fuck is this?
Not now! You'll disturb the flow of my energy! Not now! You'll disturb the flow of my energy! Not now! You'll disturb the
Yes?
flow of my energy!
Work. Poor Mathilda. I've never met a woman more generous than her. She doesn't deserve that.
Hey, let's go fuck the mayor's wife. Let me just find the storage up here. There we go. Here it is. Put that. Do you have anything else? Gonna put all these fucking rings in there. There should be merchants here, right? I can't remember where the merchants are. Oh, they're right here.
Walk blessed.
I'm stuck. Huh? What do you mean? I know they're different. What do you assume I don't know that? Come on, man. Tanner's house. I'm trying to find the inn.
Who are you? Yarrow. This is about his death, isn't it? The rampage. Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was one of us, after all. It is terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion? Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth.
What? No, they're not the same.
Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way.
You and your croc noises.
Well, Yarrow, you were right when you said we were best.
Yeah.
Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died. No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe. Very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yarrow forever. Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could. Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the Order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me. If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the sublime path. So yes, it is uncommon. More than that. Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Loram Waterblade. Underneath all this, there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment.
Get the charger.
I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger.
Have a good
The
day, Jay.
strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then
Just
one
do
day,
it, Alex.
it bursts
Not
out
that hard.
in an unholy wave of destruction, turning
Oh,
him
that
into
works.
one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep. All these memories are making me weary. Yes, of course.
Have you heard the news about the Magister? Word has it that he murdered 30 novices, then killed himself up in the temple.
Hello, Majorina.
You're not from Riverville, are you? What do you want? Is that so? What does that have to do with yourself? How noble of you. But how do I know you're not a quack? I know nothing about you. All right then. I suppose it can't get any worse than it already is. Come, let's go upstairs. Take a seat.
Oh, did I take his chair? Oops.
Well then, let's keep this short. For 3 moons now, Matilda has been hearing voices. Sometimes during the day, sometimes at night. There is no pattern. According to what she told me when she was still lucid, the voices seem to come from the sea. And it's a mixture of pleading, screams, and weeping. Maybe so. Or maybe it is some kind of a ghost, or a magical anomaly. Only Malphus knows. Since the night she first heard the voices, however, her health has been worsening. At first she lost her appetite. Then she started vomiting. To make things even worse, she now has a fever that gets more dire by the minute. Father Vildus is clueless, and even the 2 apothecarius who quickly passed through the village said they don't know what's wrong with her. She has even stopped recognizing me lately, and talking to her has become impossible. I don't want to lie, stranger. I just don't know what to do anymore. If it keeps going like this, Matilda will not see the turn of the year. Yes, and the times when she hears them are her only waking moments. She then starts screaming, on, flailing around as if the Black Guardian stood before her. It's horrible to see her like that. My brother Meldor is a traveling arcanist, and has already examined the house for magical anomalies, all to no avail. Whatever causes these voices, it only affects her. No. According to what she said to me when she was still lucid, they are just a babble of voices, and a horrible one at that. No, not in the least. You know, Matilda is such a good person. If it is a ghost that has possessed her, then it must be a cruel one who only wants to see her in pain. And if it's a disease, that Malphus shall be damned for making her suffer like this. I'm sorry. I should not have said that. You. Maybe it helps if you were there for one of these seizures. I don't feel comfortable about it, but if it could help, we have to give it a try. Just come back in a few hours' time. It hasn't been too long since she had the last one. Give me a moment with her until then, all right? My brother Meldor will let you in once it's time.
Ah, hello. You're the visitor Dugar told me about, right? Well, as ready as we can be. As Dugar probably told you, the seizures happen arbitrarily, but more often around this time. Come, follow me. While I do appreciate I'm a little skeptical as to what good it will do. Whatever is wrong with Matilda is not ordinary. But I suppose some chance is better than none, isn't it? You have a visitor, Dugar.
Thank you, Meldor. And thank you for not changing your mind. It could happen any minute now. Just take a seat and wait. And I warn you, this is not going to be pleasant. Oh, Matilda.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No. Please. No.
Oh, and here we go.
They are coming. They are coming back. No. 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 Please don't. There's no other way.
Ventus.
So? You mean you heard the voices? What are you? Some kind of medium? Pentus? I don't know, but...
That was the fisherman, don't you remember? The one who collaborated with the brigands and was killed when he tried to resist the arrest.
Ah, yes, of course. And his companion drowned herself afterwards. Poor thing. But I don't understand. What, by the righteous path, does that have to do with Matilda's sickness? Something tells you this, I see. If the circumstances were any different, I would take you for a quack, trying to win my favor. But you seem honest, and I shouldn't leave anything untested. Meldor, where was that fisherman's house again?
I have a map.
Then give it to him.
Of course, brother.
If Pentus really has anything to do with this, you should take a look at his old house. It should be abandoned. And now excuse me, both of you. I need some time for myself.
Oops. I knocked over all his bolts.
Here, this is the map. His house isn't far from the village, but you should be careful nonetheless. I don't need to tell you that the animals have grown This Holy Order, by the gods, you really do have Outlander written all over your face. But no, I am not. I have, as all the magically gifted have, passed the walk to the water, but I didn't qualify to become a keeper or a magister. And to be honest, I didn't want to either. As I said, he was a traitor. He collaborated with the brigands on the Penny Road. He played innocent, but eventually the guards found out and tried to arrest him. Well, as it happened, he tried to play Lorem Waterblade and attacked them, which didn't go well for him. His wife couldn't cope with that, so she took her life. A tragic story, but it was his choice. That's life. A free Arcanist, as are many others. But with all due respect, I think we should save the talk for later. Matilda's condition gets worse by the minute.
I'm just gonna go to the toilet real quick.